Good morning, everybody, from a sunny, partially cloudy Kerava National Cricket Ground. This is Andrew Armitage from Cricket Finland, your official commentator for the day. And we have the 2024 Finnish Premier League Championship final today, which will be played between Greater Helsinki and Empire. News from the toss, Empire have won the toss and have decided to bat this morning. We are starting on time, 10 o'clock local time. This morning, the match officials, we have the two standing umpires, Srinidhi Ravindra Sumanta Samanta, and third umpire for today is Tarindu Korolage. In the scorer's box, we have Venkat. So we have the full team out today, and we have, well, the weather forecast looks much more promising than it did just 24 hours ago. So fingers crossed on that we will get an uninterrupted match in today. I shall not say that anymore. And we welcome viewers to Kerava for what will be hopefully an exciting final between the two teams that played off the final of 2023. Greater Helsinki against Empire is a repeat of the 2023 FPL final. These two teams have fought their way through the 8-team tournament played since the beginning of June. At the end of the round-robin stage, double-header round-robin, 14 matches each. Empire finished top of the league and immediately won the first qualifier straight through to the final. Greater Helsinki went around it a little bit, the longer version, but still managed to defeat Vantaa in the second eliminator yesterday to claim their place in the final. We have a wonderful multi-camera production team for you today as well, just to add to the excitement. And it looks like it will be Greater Helsinki skipper, number 44, Navid, who will be opening the bowling left arm over the wicket. To Jordan O'Brien. Apologies for not introducing the two opening batsmen, Jordan O'Brien and Vanraj Padal for Empire this morning, as O'Brien just tickles that one to short mid-wicket, and they come through for an easy single to get the score off the mark this morning. It'll be Padal to face his first ball, the second ball of the first over. Loud appeal there for one that was quite clearly going over. Nice to clear out the throat this morning for the bowler. As I was saying earlier, lovely morning. It's far better than the forecast looked just 24, 48 hours ago, so let's hope it stays that way. Down the leg side, well wide. Padal then just trying to flick that one on its way. Umpire Srinidhi at the Kerava water tower end. Signals are wide. The first extras of the morning. As Navid is to continue full of ball. A good delivery, well called through by O'Brien for leg byes. I think I didn't see the signal from the umpire. I didn't see any bat on that either, so I'll assume that was the case. Or maybe there was. No, did get some bat on it. O'Brien just blocks that one back to short mid-off, coming in on the circle. Looks like Zia Rehman, I think, out there. Field next morning. I think it could be more wonderful conditions for cricket this morning. We've got a little bit of cloud cover, 16, 17 degrees and getting warmer. Full toss. O'Brien then plays that way, just beats the fielder, but with a little bit of damp in the outfield this morning. I think there was a rain shower somewhere around about 8 o'clock this morning, so 2 hours ago here in Kerava. The outfield is not perhaps yet as quick as it's expected to be later on, if the weather holds, and this little bit of a breeze will dry out the what remaining dampness that there is out there this morning very quickly, as it usually does here at Kerava. Beats him there. That's the right line for the left arm over to the right-handed batsman, just going across him. Fortunately for O'Brien, didn't get anything on that one, straight through the keeper. And that's the end of the first over, with the score on 5. So other than the wide, quite a nice tidy over to start with from Navid. And let's see who'll be taking the second over here from the residential end. Looks like Parveen Kumar, number 17. Right arm over to Padal, it is that's facing, yeah. As usual, standard T20 playing conditions, the power play of 6 overs. Just the 2 fielders out during this time, and currently Greater Helsinki captain Navid has man out at what basically is cow corner, and a regular long on. These two also are then colleagues from the Finnish national side, so will have played against each other not only in the leagues but a lot in practice as well. Let's see. Well wide. Full and wide, swinging away. No question about that being a wide, as umpire Samantha signals to the scores box. Crashed away there through cover point. Aerial. There was maybe a chance for a wonder catch on there, but it's the first boundary of the morning to Padal. Short and wide, got what it deserved. Probably Padal will look at that one after the event and think that he should have kept that down rather than playing aerial, but got away with it. Let's Kumar to continue. Full toss, just guided short mid-wicket, and they'll come through for a single, an easy single. Keeper, Greater Helsinki keeper Fahim Nelancherry this morning. It just makes a bit of a, how should I say politely, a bit of a mess of that one, collection, but there was no issue about the batter not being in the ground, so. Which means that O'Brien is facing the next delivery, and that's just short and guided down to the backward point fielder there, but there's no run. Kumar won't be pleased with that one. This is a full toss asking to be hit exactly where it was hit. Down to the vacant area backward of square. It's O'Brien will thank him for receiving that early doors this morning. Dispatched as it deserved to be for the second boundary of the over. So Kumar needs to get his line and length sorted out here this morning, or else he might not be getting a second over the way things are going. There we go. Maybe thinking about that himself. As he pulls up in the just short of the delivery stride. Straighter this time. Just played back to the bowler in his follow through for a dot ball. Similar delivery. Just about to say that looks like it's going to come back on the stumps at the bowler's end, which it did, but the bails didn't come off, and that's the end of the over with the score on 15, so 10 off that one. A bit wayward there from Kumar. Not what he'll be looking to do in the power play this morning. And it'll be skipper Navid to continue with his left arm over from the water tower end here at the Kerava National Cricket Ground. And Padal facing. Shorter one, and good backing up there from O'Brien. The non-strikers just played that to the man just inside the inner circle at third man. Just maybe a little bit deep on the ring. As soon as they set off the run, there was always going to be one there, so he's not cutting off the single. O'Brien then flicks that one away, and it'll beat the field. Yes, it will, but again, just past the mid-wicket fielder. Come through easily for the two. No questions about this this morning. A little bit dampness in the outfield. A normal dry day here at Kerava, that would have gone all the way to the boundary without doubt. So interesting decision for the umpire guys to bat this morning. Probably a few runs left out there in the outfield, and if things stay drier, then there'll be the quicker outfield. But there again, there's no question about that one. As O'Brien just paddles that one around the corner, this time just backward of square leg, and enough on that one to take out of the equation the most of the outfield. A couple of bounces and over the boundary for another four. Takes him on to 13 from 10 deliveries this morning. Left arm over, that's the last place that he wants to be bowling to. These two right-handed batters. Corrects his line somewhat there, outside the off stump, which is where he should be aiming for, trying to bring it back into the right-hander from outside the off. Anything the bowls on leg stick line is going to go this morning, I would have thought, to either of these batters. So Navid it is to continue. 4-1, and again a similar repeat of the shot just a couple of balls ago. Will they come back for a third? No, decide against it. Just beating the square leg fielder, same fielder, Shehzad, as the second ball of the over, and same end result. Another 2 runs to the score, moving along to 24. And exactly as I said a couple of balls earlier, doesn't want to be bowling leg stick line and certainly not short of a length either. Guess the treatment from O'Brien just flipped that one off the hip. Any day of the week. 4 runs, and that's 28 without loss at the end of the third. Struggling with lines, the great Helsinki bowlers this morning, both Navid and Parveen. They need to fix that pretty quickly before the score starts getting away from here in the power play. 28 from 3, and if these two batters keep getting fed deliveries like that, then the score is likely to move along rather quickly, unless the bowlers get themselves bowling in the right channels. So it will be Parveen Kumar to continue from the residential end for his second and the fourth over of the innings. And that one is dispatched beautifully by Padal to the cover boundary. Perhaps he was listening. The previous over off Kumar, he hit one through there, but it was aerial. This one was right along the ground, and despite what I said about the outfield being a little bit damp and slow, there was no issue about that going over the boundary rope. Lovely, well, timing. Lovely timing even, not lovely, well timing. Pardon me. Giving Parveen Kumar more to think about here. That's Kumar to continue. Wide outside the off stump, not too wide, but I'm not sure whether Padal was premeditating or what he was doing there, but stepping away to leg, there was no way he was going to get any bet on that with the direction he took. Won't be pleased with himself on that shot. Should have dispatched it through point. I think that was probably, but in which case he needed to be moving across to the offside rather than to the leg. It was going to be any other result than a miss. And just as the Greater Helsinki skipper moves the fielder out of the position at cow corner, Parveen Kumar bowls it in exactly the area that he shouldn't, and again Padal dispatches that for another boundary. Literally a no-risk shot after that fielding change. The man moved into the ring from cow corner, deep wide mid-wicket. Get a finger on that one there, the fielder, I think he did. Just took the pace off the ball, which meant that the sweeper on the cover boundary was able to cut that one off before going the rope. It was off spinner Kasi Arjunan that fielded that one. Just took the heat off it sufficiently, straight out of the middle. Padal plays that one now to wide mid off, and they come through for an easy single. That's 11 off this over so far, with one still to come. And O'Brien it'll be to face it. Last ball of the fourth. And that's played with a straight bat, right back past the bowler. And the fielder out, that who was it? Long gone, comes round to stop the boundary. And that's a slight uphill at the Kerava National Ground this end of the pitch. And they come through just for the 2, so that means 41 without loss at the end of the fourth. 13 coming off that one. And there'll be a change of bowling, number 23. Rizwan Ali replaces his skipper at the water tower end. Right arm over. Standard delivery normally is the in-swinger. Tends to bowl a full length. Tries to give the ball the chance to swing into the right-hander. Rizwan also part of the wider national Finnish Bears men's squad, so again a familiar bowler to both of these batters, even more so than the rest of the bowlers that they've faced in the league this summer. And it'll be Padal to face. The change in bowling, Padal currently 18 from 10. Dot ball, the end result there. Not quite sure what all that peeling was about. Here's one it is to continue. In a bit of an uneven bounce perhaps this morning here. Different lines, of course, to what his skipper Navi's been bowling left arm over. Better lines, have to say that, to the right-hander from a Greater Helsinki's perspective. And just a good back of a length, giving the batsman food for thought this morning. It continues. Play and miss. Much better over now. First first 3 balls of the over from Rizwan just right in the spot at the moment. He's bowling well. Just a bit fuller. Gives Padal the chance to open up a little bit and just play that one straight back past the bowler. Through mid-on. Probably after those first 3 you want to get down the other end. Non-strikers. Rizwan just mixing it up a little bit there. Keeping the batters quiet after quite fiery first 4 overs. And continued to O'Brien. Having said that, and bowls him a full toss. O'Brien just paddles around the corner to the wide mid-wicket fielder, and they come through for an easy single. Brings Padal back on to face the last ball of the 5th over. Rizwan Ali. After me complimenting him about his lines for the rest of the over, then drags one down the leg side wide. Here's the call from umpire Srinidhi. No question about that. Just into the legs, Padal, and playing that easy enough to the square leg fielder on the ring, and they come through for another single, keeping the strike for now at the end of the 5th over. The score is on 45, so just 4 off that one. Much better over than the previous 3 at least. Just pulling it back a little bit there for Greater Helsinki, which is what they needed. And yep, there is going to be a bowling change, another second bowling change of the morning, and it'll be Kasi Arjunan, right arm off spin from the residential end. Assuming he'll come and bowl right arm over to Padal. Currently the two openers faced the same number of balls, 15 each. Padal on 20, O'Brien on 22, so they're pretty much scoring around about the same pace. Going at 9 and over at the moment off the first 5, so interesting to see that spin has been brought in on the 6th and final over of the power play. We've got a mid-off, long off, and long on as Padal smashes that one through the covers for 4 to welcome Arjunan to the wicket this morning for his first ball, which is dispatched wide of the cover fielder on the ring and sufficiently wide for Parveen Kumar out here at relatively straight long off to have no chance of covering that one, catching it, or cutting it off even. That's what I meant to say. And they just, yeah, they kept it long on, so still long on and long off to Padal. As Arjunan continues. Hits that one straight to the point fielder, who is coming in with the bowler, manages to cut off the single. They've just brought in a short extra cover halfway in the ring. Padal then not managing to pierce the offside field for these two last deliveries. Nice shots, both of them, though. So no issues there in terms of his timing, that's for sure. And Arjunan just bowls that one wider and shorter, and it gets the punishment it deserved. Padal managed to get enough height onto the ball to take it over the offside fielders on the ring, and as soon as he did, there was no question about that, running away to the boundary for 4 more. That's 2 boundaries, 2 dots of this over for Arjunan. As I said, it was interesting to see that the spinner would come on for the 6th and final over of the power play without much protection. Let's see how he fares up with the last 2 balls of the over. More air on that one, and Padal plays that through the vacant, should we call that, not quite cow corner, but sort of a wide mid-on. The ball comes down just outside the inner circle, and they'll come through for an easy 2. So the last ball of the power play, Arjunan to Padal, who leaves it. Happy with the over as it stands with 10 off it, and that's the end of the power play with a score on 55. I suspect Empire will be the happier of the two at this phase. At this phase of events, other than the 5th and the 1st over, then the score ticking over nicely for 4 overs of the 6 in the power play this morning for the Empire batters. The opening pair bringing up the 50 stand in that 6th over. And let's see, it looks like, yeah, it is number 23, Rizwan Ali, to continue from the water tower end for his 2nd over of the morning, and it'll be O'Brien that's facing, Padal having left the last ball of the 6th over. Let's see what we've got now field changes wise. We've got a deep mid on, long on, wide long off, and cover sweeper as it currently stands. And O'Brien just plays that one through extra cover where there isn't a fielder. The wide long off fielder coming round just for the single. Bringing Padal onto strike. Field stays predominantly the same, just move the backward square leg fielder outside the ring. As Padal just plays that one straight to the cover fielder in the inner circle, no run. Yeah, backwards, as I was just saying, backward square leg fielder just been moved to 2/3 out to the boundary, so there's an extra leg side fielder currently. So 3 men out of the ring on the leg side to Padal. He just plays that one down and there's no run there. O'Brien with a sharp call from the non-striker's end. Tidy first 3 balls of this over from Rizwan, which is what they'll need. Credit Helsinki bowlers this morning. Got to bowl good lines and length if these two are going to be controlled. Full toss. Flicks that one round the corner, and it looks like it'll go all the way, and it does. Well timed by Padal. Commentator's curse on the bowler again this morning, just as I was saying he was bowling well. Gives him a full toss on the legs. Put away nicely just between the 2 fielders that I was just explaining had been moved. And now I suspect, yep, the fielder that was at backward square, 2/3 has now been moved to the boundary. Padal just plays that one down and O'Brien calls him through, which I was just about to say for a tight single if there was a hit. But, I suspect he would have made it. Well called. Nice early call and quick backing up. Make sure that it pressures on the fielders here. Looking at Farouk Zeb there, that's 3rd man just on the ring. Suspect they want to be looking at some of these ring fielders. They're not cutting off a 1 as it currently stands, the majority of them. As O'Brien has a wild swash at that one, it goes up in the air. Anybody coming down underneath it? It certainly does. That's the first wicket to go down this morning. It's skipper Navid that positions himself under that one, which at the end of the day ended up being an easy catch. So that's O'Brien has gone for 23 with the score on 61. From 17 for O'Brien this morning. I'll be pleased with that. It should have been put away. He stop edged it. And it'll be number 59, Nathan Collins, who will join Padal at the wicket. Now ex-national team skipper as of this summer. Not been playing as much cricket this season as he has done for numerous previous seasons. Family and business taking time away from cricket then this summer. Never mind the issue of age, of course, which catches up with all of us, but Collins still looking a sprightly, I was going to say young batter, should we say middle-aged? Padal takes the first ball of the 8th over from Arjunan for a single, which brings Collins on to strike for the first time this morning. Fuller ball, wider ball as well. Just wondering whether umpires of the opinion that was just inside the wide line. And the field set for Collins here is long on, long off. Wide cow corner fielder as Collins just plays that to the vacant area of extra cover for a single. Long off coming round, Parveen Kumar coming round to return the ball to the bowler. No changes otherwise in the field. We've got a sweeper who is now in business through the offside at extra cover. Single for Padal. So 3 singles and a dot off this 8th over so far from Arjunan, bringing Collins again back onto strike. Run rate currently just over 8. And again, as I was saying earlier, then Collins just plays that to the right hand of the fielder in the ring at point. And there's another single added to the score, which brings Padal back onto the strike. 37 from 27 so far, his tally. And again, just playing that one easily to the left hand of the bowler, Arjunan there, in the vacant mid-off area. Come through for another easy single. And that's the end of the 8th, with the score on 66 for the loss of 1 wicket. Five off that over. And let's see, are we going to have another bowling change here, or will Rizwan continue? Bowling change it is. It shall be 18. Zia Rehman, right arm medium, to bowl the 9th over, which will be faced up by Manraj Padal. Again, another Finnish Bears squad player, Zia. More of a batter in the national side than a bowler, just more of a spare seamer for the national team. So again, these players will have seen each other quite a lot over the summer and in national team practice sessions, so it'll be interesting to see what Rehman is going to bowl to Padal this morning, who's 38 from 28 so far. Hits that one well, but straight to Arjunan at backward point. Never a question of there being a single there, middle of that one, but well fielded. Straight to the field. Either side of him there was probably just one, because they've got a backward point currently on the fence. Full of ball. Padal plays that one out nicely through that extra cover, vacant extra cover area. They'll come from one on the arm, which they do. Just the 2 there. Keeper Nilan Cherry then gathers that one easily enough. Collins still quick between the wickets, looking there that whether there was going to be a 3rd on, but there wasn't, as long as the throw was semi-decent, which it was. Field on a misfield. A bit of a fumble just at 3rd man on the ring. It wasn't going to be a single there otherwise. A bit sloppy. 23, that's Rizwan Ali, I think it is, that was the fielder there. Collins sharp to the possibility to get down to the striker's end, and here he will face. And again, similar result to the previous ball, just squirts it through the vacant area between cover and point. And the sweeper fielder comes round to just keep that to the single. Bringing Padal back onto strike. Short ball, and just checking whether there was a fielder out there. There were, but not where the ball was played, just through the double gate, which should have been closed for proceedings, but wasn't. So the ball just ran through the gate onto the mower bridge, going over the ditch here at Kerava. Nicely timed shot. Rehman not quick enough to bowl short. Certainly not to Padal in this form. And as you can see, the cameraman down there, yeah, would have preferred to have hit the fence rather than going into the muddy ditch, I would have thought. But, Umpire, have a look at that. Just make sure they've got the right ball out of the ditch. It looks like it is. And Rahman to bowl his final ball of the 9th. Certainly won't want to bowl it there again. Despite having the fielders out here, there was no question about down the leg side, glanced. Quite sure there was any bat on that. Well, there was, as umpire Trinity just signals the end of the over. So 2 off the last one. Just glanced past the keeper down the leg side, which will take the score along to 76 for 1 off the 9th, so 10 off that one. Padal moving along to 47 from 33, and Collins off 4 balls is currently 3. And he will face, which will be now the 10th over from Arjunan. Arjunan's 3rd. Any changes to the field, still have a long off, long on. Deep cow corner and the sweeper out at point as Collins leaves that one. Just coming back into the batter there, not managing to squirt it through the vacant mid-off area. Collins there, just no run. Bit more flight right back at the bowler, who then looks to push the ball onto the stumps, guessing whether Padal was out of the ground. In any case, missed the stumps and gave Collins a single as a result. Padal just transferring his weight maybe a little bit too much onto the back foot there. Fortunately for him, didn't middle it. Slightly aerial, but well short of the fielder. That point just come through for a single. Collins hits that one nicely again to the backward point fielder on the ring, and they still come through for a single. As mentioned earlier, I think the Greater Helsinki fielders want to be tighter on the ring. Come in at 3/4, I think, which is currently what the skipper is doing at cover, but not the other fielders. Padal just chips that one over the bowler. Not sure whether that was intended to be as close to the bowler as it ended up being, but anyway, single was the result, which moves him along to 49 from 35 at the end of the 10th, with the score on 80 for 1, so just a 4 off that one. I was just about to say earlier they managed to keep the run rate going around about 8, and now it's exactly at 8 off the first 10, with just the 1 wicket down. So I think Empire will be happy with that in the first half, and especially just with the loss of 1 wicket gives them the strategic option to basically let Padal then bat through from here. I would have thought would be the skipper's intent. There's plenty of firepower in the top and middle order, the Empire 11. So Collins will probably start to go for it as well, I would have thought, here, as Rahman comes to Padal for the first ball of the 11th. That was a good ball to Padal, who just gives that the respect that it deserved. No run. Sound of the ball off bat this morning is coming off quite sweetly. You can hear it here in the commentary box. Not quite sure whether you get that on the stream, but Rahman will continue. Full of ball. on his legs. Padal just plays this one out to the Greater Helsinki skipper Navid at short mid, and there's no run. Rehman again bowling good lines and lengths here, good full ball. Right on the stumps, Padal just managing to dig that one out. Gives him food for thought at this particular moment in time. Still doesn't need to worry about it. No issues if the bowler puts the balls in good areas. Treat it with the respect it deserves, and that's basically what's happened so far. Three dots off the first 3 balls of this over. And pressure brought on the batter as a result. And Padal plays on. So that's 49 off 38 for him this morning, as he departs with the score on 80. Unfortunate not to get his 50 this morning, deserved it. But well bowled by Rahman. 3 good balls followed up by a good 4th one. Sees the end of Padal with the score on 80 still. There's no run off the 11th over thus far. 49 from 39 and a strike rate of 125. Excellent opening knock from him. Probably maybe just a bit disappointed not to have gone on with it from here, but he'll take that. Good tight bowling there from Rehman. It's what Greater Helsinki needed at this moment in time, and as ever with the situation of a T20 match, 3 dot balls, increasing pressure on the batter, even the batter that's set, not managing to get the 4th ball away, and just tickle that one onto his stumps. So an excellent over so far from Rehman, which brings Amjad Sher to the wicket, who will face his first ball of the morning. And his first ball quite similar to the first 4. All in the right areas. The first 5 of the 11th from Rehman this morning. Will we see the first maiden of the day? Having gone from 10 from his first, he's certainly pulled an excellent over here. Oh. The Markhors on that one, tried to bowl a slower ball, not a good idea. Slow ball wide as well. He telegraphed that one, in addition to the fact that it was wide. Telegraphed the slower one. Just stick to the same as you'd done from the previous 5. Will be the call. And the last ball end of the over just tickled away into the square leg region for a single for Sher to get him off the mark. That's 81 for 2. Beg your pardon, 82 for 2 at the end of the 11th. And just 2 from that one, a wide and a single. So Collins and Sher, it'll be to continue the innings for the Empire Lions. 12th over, and it looks like, yeah, it'll be Arjunan to bowl himself out. His 4th and final over from the residential end, and he'll be bowling to Sher. 3 for 19. 3 overs, 19 runs for no wickets so far. Arjunan's been in the wickets then recently, the last few games of the qualifiers. So Empire will be pleased so far to have kept him out and just middled him around for just over 6 and over. Fuller ball to Sher, who hits that straight to the cover fielder. And there's no run. Again, Arjunan and Sher, both national team colleagues. Arjunan clearly giving Sher a little bit more flight, slower balls than he was bowling in the previous over to Padal. He knows that Sher's not going to be hanging around. Leaves that one. Third dot of the over. Perhaps thinking that it was going to be wide, but it wasn't. Umpire Samantha unmoved. Similar ball to the previous three. This time, Cher just, well, quite sure what sort of a shot you'd call that, but nudged into the short cover region. Anyway, gets him off the strike and brings Collins to the other end for a single. Again, as I mentioned, the previous four balls, Arjunan bowling quicker to Collins. Try and tempt Cher into going for one of his flighted balls. I think Cher probably knows that this is just the last ball of Arjunan's spell. And can't resist going for it. And hits it straight down Long On's throat. So much for that. Commentator's comment of leaving the last ball of Arjunan's spell, who then takes the wicket of Cher, having dotted him up for the first three balls of the over. He then obliges by hitting it straight down the throat of Rahman at Long On, which means 84 for 3 is the score at the end of the 12th. National team skipper won't be pleased with that one. Basically, he got milked there. Gave his wicket away. It's Salonen that will come in. Nick Salonen at number 5. It'll be Collins to face. And let's have a look. Who's it to be the ball? Will it be Rahman? Yes, it will be Rahman to continue. So excellent over from him. The 11th. He will now continue to bowl the 13th. And it'll be Collins to face. Salonen at the non-strikers. As Collins plays that first ball of the over out to through this vacant cover region. Sweeper comes round to keep that to 2. Excellent shot from Collins. I suspect now, with those 2 wickets, that Collins will be the man to anchor this innings. Plays that one sweetly through the vacant mid-on area. Long on comes round just to keep them score to a single. Brings Salonen on for his first ball of the morning. Collins 291 from 12. Matches at a strike rate of 115 so far this season. Probably a few runs down on his previous seasons, but as I mentioned earlier, not been around as much this summer. Still decent figures. Nick Salonen new to the Empire 11 this summer. Moved back to Finland from South Africa, where he's played most of his cricket. And as a Finn, has been involved in the Finnish national side since becoming acquainted with us last year, and he'll just play that first ball through the third man area for 2. So again, as mentioned already, then more national team players batting and bowling against each other. Salonen another squad player. Rahman to continue his third over. Again, good line in length from him. Just Salonen not able to do anything with that other than just squirt that one out to Farouk Zebat covers on the ring, no run. Falling straight, just dug out by Salonen. Never a question of there being a run on there as the fielder came around to cover that. So just 5 off the over then so far with 1 ball to go. Radio Helsinki then pulling this back here as the run rates crept below 7 for the first time this morning. Just full enough for Salonen to get enough bat on that to play the ball along the ground to the wide long off fielder for a single. Leaves us at 90 for 3 at the end of the 13th, just 6 off that one. So 7 overs to go in this innings for the Empire Lions. 90 for 3 the score, run rate just shy of 7. Collins 9 from 11, Salonen 3 from 4. And as Arjunan had finished his spell the previous over from the residential end, we'll see a bowling change now. 47. Fahad. Looks like right arm over. S. Mahmood is on the screen. My sheet says Fahad, so fair enough. Fahad, we'll assume that his nickname is, as he comes into Salonen, who hits that one sweetly past the cover fielder, and the sweeper will come round. Now come through for an easy 2. Nice gentle medium pace, just in the arc for Salonen there. See the field settings, we've got long on, long off, deep cow corner, and sweeper on point, and third man is out. Salonen plays that along the ground to the long on fielder. Rehman comes round just to keep that to 1. Salonen ticking over the score nicely here. Brings Collins back on the strike, who's 9 from 11 deliveries so far this morning. Again, similar ball, similar end result, through long mid-on area to long on for a single. To Collins, moves along to 10 from 12. Brings Salonen back on the strike. Play a miss, a bit of a fumble from the keeper. And the bowler's not got behind the stumps at the bowler's end. So the throw goes through for another bye. So there'll be 2 byes. A bit sloppy there from the Greater Helsinki fielders. Nobody at the stumps, so there's no need to throw to the stumps at the bowler's end. However, 2 runs is the result. Just about to say, Salonen goes for a big flash, and that just clips the bails. The off bail. So Salonen departs. That's 96 for 4. In the 14th, so Mahmood gets his first one, or Fahad, as I have on my list. Just playing around that one. And that'll bring Empire number 73, Hariharan Dandapenny, to the crease. join Collins. I think having seen Salonen depart, I suspect, as I said earlier, it'll be on Collins to try and anchor this innings to the end and see the other batters in the Empire, middle to lower order, then bat around him. So it'll be the last ball of the 14th that Dandapani will face, with the score on 96, so the 100 not quite up yet. And Dandapani plays that one through to the fielder at mid-wicket, who's not quick enough round to cut off the single, so Dandapani off the mark, and a single off the last ball of the over, which means the score's on 97 for 4, so 7 off that one. 97 for 4 off the 14th, so the run rate staying just below 7. Which will mean a score of around about 140 if they keep this run rate going. They'll be looking to accelerate if they can, no doubt, Empire batters. Let's see another bowling change now from the water tower end. It'll be, it looks like Parveen. Or was it Rizwan? Yeah, sorry, Rizwan Ali it is, beg your pardon, number 23. To continue with his third over of the morning to Dandapani, who plays that one nicely through the vacant mid-on area. Mid-wicket fielder just coming round for the gather the ball and keep that to just the 1. Rizwan Ali just gone for 10 runs off his first 2 overs this morning for the 1 wicket. Brings Collins to face him, who's 10 from 12 so far. Full and straight from Rizwan, giving Collins not much option, just to get his bat on that, straight to the cover field on the ring, and there's no run. Certainly the Greater Helsinki bowlers have put the ball in better areas the last 3 or 4 overs, and the result can be seen. As Collins just, that's enough bat on that one, that's well played. Backward a point for 4 runs. Just to give him a little bit of width. Collins picked that one up nicely. There's nobody out there. Third man. And we're looking for the ball currently in the long grass. It just bounced over the boundary fence. So welcome boundary. It's been a while since the previous boundary for Empire. Which moves Collins along to 14 from 14. And brings up the 100 for Empire. Off 14 overs and 3 balls. So that boundary just taking the run rate back above 7. As we found, yes, we have found the ball. Umpire, third umpire. Tarindu just brought out the box of balls, but not needed by the looks of it. If Serenity's happy with the ball, which he looks like he is, returns it to the bowler. And Rizwan it shall be to continue with the last 3 balls of the 15th. Collins then pushes this one out to the right hand of the cover field. I think Parveen Kumar is out there, who gathers well and tries to hit the stumps at the non-striker's end. Good effort. Just missed. Collins in, so 15 from 15 for him, and it'll be Dandapani to face the 5th ball of the 15th over. 2 from 2 so far from him. This plays that one past the diving bowler is one, and cover fielder Parvin Kumar comes round, but doesn't manage to stop the single. 7 off 5 balls so far this over. Full ball, which Collins drives, times nicely out to the cover fielder sweeper, just for the single, which leaves us on 105 for the loss of 4 wickets at the end of the 15th. Run rate of exactly 7. 8 off that over. Just the 6 extras this morning so far from Greater Helsinki, but putting the ball in the right areas. The last 5 or 6 overs managed to break that run rate back down below 8. So interesting to see now what's going to happen in the last 5 overs. Both Collins and Dandapani going at 100 run a ball. One of them will be looking to move this along. They'll be looking for more than 6 or 7 and over off the last 5. Probably want to see something up around 150 as a minimum target from here. As Mahmood to continue. Appeal turned down from Samantha. And that's a dot. We'll just do with the replay, didn't catch that one. As to whether it was how far down the leg side. Obviously not sufficiently so in Samantha's opinion to be a wide. Whether that clipped anything on the way through. Collins then chips that one through the mid. He'll come back for a second, which he does. Dandapani makes his ground for the second run. Collins to face. Giving some room outside the off stump. Is the sweeper going to make it round? He does. And come back for a second. Sweetly timed by Collins. They're not quite enough on it just to beat the sweeper. Backward a point. That came through for the easy 2. Point, third man. Go corner, long on, long off. The field to Collins at the moment. Doesn't manage to get that one away, just goes through to the keeper and there's no run. Collins' eyes lit up, no doubt, seeing that one, but he only managed to hit it straight to the cover fielder. Come through for a single. Looking to hit it either side of him. And there's a boundary on there, but not managing to do so. And brings Dandapani back on to strike for the last ball of the 16th over. Just a 5 off this one so far. Only need runs here. Bit of pad. They come through for a second. They do. 2 leg byes to finish the over, which will be 1-1-2 for the loss of 4 wickets. So 7 off that one. Which, as we said at the end of the previous over, the previous 15th was also at 7 over, so it continues to do so. 4 overs remaining for the Empire batters to move the score along. Which, if they do so, they'll end up with a round score of 140, so I'm sure they'll be looking to put more on the board than that. Which of these 2 batters will it be that'll be looking to pushing along? Greater Helsinki bowlers managing to keep the batters in check here at the moment. And it'll be Rizwan Ali, number 23, to bowl his 4th and final over of the morning. 18 for 1 so far off his 3. So he's only going to get 6s, bowling good areas. And there's a mix-up. Oh, my word. All the field had to do was gather the throw from the keeper, Nellen Cherry, who was prone behind the batter and didn't manage to do so. Dandapani there looking to be run out by yards, but bowler didn't manage to gather. The ball then passed him and Collins then came through for a single. A leg bye. At the end of that, Dandapani to face. Swing of the bat, but only manages to get a thick edge to cover point fielder on the boundary just for 1. Brings Collins back on to strike. Both batters then going to go around a runner ball, not managing to accelerate here. Rizwan putting the ball in good areas, keeping the batters guessing. Collins hits that one. I was just about to say, did he get over the ring? He doesn't. It's Farooq Zeb at 3rd man on the circle. It takes that catch. And Collins departs for 21. The score on 1-1-4 for the loss of 5 wickets now. So interesting turn of events here. Greater Helsinki bowlers managing to turn the screws on the Empire batters. It'll be number 28 to replace Collins. 28 is Avashesh Kumar. Will join Hari Dandapani at the wicket. As Collins departs for 21 off 23. Didn't quite manage to get after the Greater Helsinki bowlers. So Avashesh Kumar, leg spinner all-rounder, does hit a decent ball. Trying to push for a slot in the playing 11 in the national side at the moment. Not quite managing it as yet. But, let's see what he's going to manage to do with this Greater Helsinki attack. It's Rizwan Ali to continue the 17th for his final over. Just pushes that one out into the offside and come through for what at the end of the day was an easy single. Arjunan it was that was sweeping, brings Dandapani on to strike. Move the score along to 1-1-5, so just 1 leg by and 2 singles thus far off the first 4 balls, which in the 17th over Greater Helsinki will be happier than Empire. Dandapani with a swipe at that one, doesn't make contact, through to the keeper, so another dot ball. Good spell here from Rizwan. Let's see if he can finish it off. His last ball of his 4th over. Dandapani it is that'll face. And this time another full one, but doesn't manage to keep it inside the wide line. Umpire Serenity signals the wide. one extra onto the score, and Dandapani will get to face another ball from Rizwan. Doesn't make contact with that one either, and that's straight through to the keeper, Cherry, who doesn't take it cleanly but takes it well enough to ensure there's no run. So that's 116 for 5, only 4 off that one, off the 17th. So Greater Helsinki here really managing to turn the screws on the Empire batters. Their run rate creeps below 7, 6.8. So 3 overs remaining, and depending on 4 from 7, Kumar 1 from his only ball faced this morning, and it'll be Parveen Kumar, number 17, who will take the 18th over from the residential end. His third of the morning, 2 overs, 23 without a wicket thus far, and it'll be Avashesh Kumar who will be facing. Empire will be looking to, I would have thought, at least 30 off the last 3, whereas the Greater Helsinki bowlers are going to try and keep them down to 5 or 6 as they have done previous 5 overs. Avashesh Kumar then hits that one aerial, but comes down short of the fielder Rehman coming around from long on. Come through for a 2. Just a chip over the inner circle fielders. First ball off the 18th over. Full ball from Kumar, manages to dig that one out nicely. They're going to come back for a second. They're going to attempt to come back for a second, and he'll make it. Throw not coming in quickly enough from the sweeper. 47 Fahad Mahmood out there, so they come through for another 2. 2 doubles from the first 2 balls of the 18th over. That'll be what I think Empire will be looking for as a minimum thus far of the remaining balls of this innings. Mix up between the 2 batters. As Kumar is then run out. The bowler then following through, then Depani sending him back. So 120 is the score for the fall of the 6th wicket. Which brings skipper and keeper number 43, Jonathan Scamans, to the crease. Time for Scamans to get some runs in these last 3 overs. Kumar will be thinking the opposite, trying to keep that bowling tight, as Greater Helsinki have managed to do so in this second half. Scamans has gone first ball. There's a full and straight one which he plays around, and the finger of death comes up from Samantha. We see Scamans depart for a golden duck. 124-7. So 2-2, wicket. Number 3, Mahesh Tumbe, it is, that joins colleague Dandapani at the wicket. Tumbe yet again another Finnish Bears national team player, so again used to facing Parveen in the league and in the nets and intra-squad matches for the national side, so not batted all that much this summer. 15 matches and only 67 runs. Not quite sure how many innings he will have seen. Not too many, I suspect. The umpires have been batting this summer, but now with 7 wickets down in the 18th over, there's certainly a need here for these last batters to put a few more runs on the score if Empire are going to post something competitive this morning for Greater Helsinki to chase. Tumble then flat bats that one straight through the vacant mid-on area for a single, gets himself off the mark, brings Dandapani back onto strike. So 2-2 wicket single so far this over. Kumar been putting it in the right areas now, and Dandapani just plays that one again straight past the umpire. Long on fielder Rehman come round to keep that just to the 1, and that's the end of the over, which will see the score on 122 for the loss of 7. So just the 6 again off that one. Empire not managing to get this score ticking over more than 6 or 7 runs and over, as they haven't managed for the second half of this innings throughout. Greater Helsinki putting the balls in good areas. So 2 overs remaining. Let's see who's got some overs left in the bag. I think Rehman it is, by the looks of it. It'll take the 19th. Excuse me. Yep, he's got 1 left. 1 wicket for 18 runs of his first 3 overs. Bowled well in this second half, managing to keep the score in check. Let's see if he continues to do so for his last. Dandapani to face. Full and straight, just a single. Earlier, probably a minimum target for them Empire batters this morning. Rehman to continue, and just a shorter one to Dandapani, who doesn't manage to middle that one. Let's plays it round the corner to the backward square leg fielder for a single. That's 3 singles so far off the 19th. Not getting boundaries. Empire batters being tied down by the Greater Helsinki bowlers here. As Rehman then just manages to ruin that boundary control with a full toss that Amber then edges through the vacant third man area for a boundary 4. Much welcome one for the Empire batters. Probably really one of the few loose balls that Rehman has bowled in his spell this morning. Let's see if he can keep the last 2 balls under control. Danby has a wild swipe of that one, just a thick edge through to the backward square fielder Shazad, just the 1. That's 8 off the first 5. Dandapani no doubt looking to try and get a boundary off the last here. Rehman in. Dandapani another swing and a miss, which he's done quite consistently during this innings, not managing to get it away. That'll take him to 7 from 11. 130 for 7, 8 off that one, off the 19th. Dandapani not managing to make contact, so it's Tambidal to face the last one. And I suspect it'll be Parveen Kumar, his national team colleague, to bowl it. Yeah, it will. He's got his 4th over. So 130. Certainly Greater Helsinki, I think, will be the happier of the 2 at the moment, unless we see fireworks off this last over of the innings. And they'll need a double figure score to get them past 140, and 140 I'd probably say below par. Bowls it full to Tumble again. Pointless throw to the stumps. The bowler didn't come back to cover the stumps, and with the fielder back at long off, there was just given an extra run there, beg your pardon, to add to the single. It gives a second run away. And Tumble back on strike. So 2 from the first, 132 for 7, 5 balls remaining. Tumble then middles that one into the stumps, and Dandapani will call him back for a second. Tumble will try and make it in. Looks like he does. Just thought whether there was enough stump on the shot from Tumble to actually avoid a second run, but no, they managed to make it. So 2-2s off the first 2 balls of the 20th over. I suspect that's the minimum that the guys will be looking for. Radio Helsinki trying to keep the innings under control for the last 4 balls of this final over, and it'll be Tumble to continue to face. Kumar in again, another full ball, inside edge past the keeper. If that's not going to run away, which I suspect it won't, I'll come back for 2, and Dandapani backing up for a third, and there's another missed throw. And they're going to come back for a 4th, sloppy again from Greater Helsinki. Wheels coming off here. What should have been a 2 has ended up being a 4, an all-run 4. Not quite sure how many all-run 4 Tumble's done in his career, but no doubt I'm going to have a quick word with Dandapani, get some oxygen on. Asking whether that was an intended 4. And Dandapani telling, of course it was. So 2-2-4, the first 3 balls of the 20th, 138 for 7. Maybe they will get past the 140 after all. It's Kumar to continue, 4th ball of the last over. Tumble facing, gets that one away very, very nicely. Middle of the bat, straight through backward point for 4. Sweet shot from Tumble there, well timed. Flew past the fielders, and there we go. That brings up the 140. 2-2-4-4, the first 4 balls. Tumble looking to continue to do the same here. And that's 2 deliveries of the innings. As Kumar is in. Tumble hits that one. Mistimes it, but for him, the missed timing was the perfect shot, really, as that meant that the long-on fielder had so much distance to make up that they managed to come through for another 2. So 3 2s and 2 4s thus far. The penultimate ball now of the innings, 144 for 7. 6er for 150. And Kumar it is to continue and close off the innings. Tumble, who manages to get wood on that one, and let's see the signal. I think it bounced inside the rope. Did we get that on camera? Yep. Umpire Samantha signalling the 4 off the final ball, so 148 will be the score, which given 18 off the last, I suspect that'll be making the Empire boys a bit happier than they would have been if that had continued along the same rate. So they just managed to bring the score above, the run rate above 7.4 to close the innings on 148. So setting 149 for the Greater Helsinki batters to chase here this morning, which will be a very interesting chase, I think. Capable side, Greater Helsinki. So we'll have an innings break. 15 minutes or so. Come and rejoin us. 149 will be the target at a run rate required of 7.45 for the Greater Helsinki batters. So, thank you for following the first innings. Please do join us again in approximately 15 minutes' time for the resumption. Thank you. Welcome back for the second innings of the Finnish Premier League final between Empire and Greater Helsinki. It will be Amjad Sher, number 24, to open the bowling from the residential end for Empire. And the two opening batters for Greater Helsinki this morning still is Zia Rehman and Akhil Arjunan. .149 is the target for the Greater Helsinki batters as Sher opens the first over. Rehman hits that straight to O'Brien at short extra cover in the ring. No run. So 149 the requirement, off now 19.5 at a run rate of 7.5. As Rehman manages to keep that one out and just guides it to 42 Niklas Salonen at point. No run. Fielding set for Sher. He's got a backward square leg and a third man out. Those are two fielders outside the ring in the power play. Rehman calls through for the single and makes it. Collins it is the fielder who has a shy at the non-strikers, misses the stumps. Would have been a tight one. So Arjunan on strike. Faces first ball from Sher. He leaves that one just shaping away from the batter there. Sher straight through the keeper, Scamans. Padal at first slip. That's a straight one which Arjunan just plays straight to O'Brien at short extra. No run. Just a single so far after the first 5 from Sher. And he flashes at that one straight into the hands of Salonen at point. So pressure off the first 5 balls and gets the wanted result from the Empire bowlers. Sher takes his first wicket with the score on 1, so that's 1 for 1 at the end of the first. So 42. It's Farooq Zeb that'll be coming in at the fall of the first wicket. And that was the end of the over as well. So 1 for 1 at the end of the first. Arjunan goes without troubling the scorers from 3 balls. And it will be the catcher of the previous delivery, Nick Salonen, who will take the second over of the innings from the water tower end. And Rehman it shall be who will face. So field set here with third man out and a deep square leg. Keeping the first slip in, Dandapani at gully. And I think that's Avashesh Kumar who he's got at backward point. just inside the ring. Salonen to Rehman. Rehman not quite sure where that one ended up. Full and straight. A little bit of an insider, just squirted past the leg stick. Again, Salonen and Rehman, both national squad players. So an interesting matchup here, first thing with a new ball. The second over of the innings. Just the one off the first. So that run rate required just creeping up towards 8. As Rehman hits that one. Ooh, straight back at the bowler. Salonen not managed to grab one of those where it either sticks or it doesn't. There's no run. So dot the first 2 balls of the second over. Keeping the pressure on the Greater Helsinki batters here. The Rehman plays that one out to Collins. It was at a wide mid-off. Doesn't manage to take it cleanly and come through for a single. A single which brings Farooq Zeb on to strike for the first time this morning. Salonen, number 42, it will be who will continue. The 4th ball of this second over. A short one, which Zeb just taps round the corner for 4. Farooq Zeb, a tall man. Anyway, so Salonen not really getting enough height on that one to trouble him. Just played that one pretty much just above the hip. Through the vacant area, not what the doctor ordered. No Empire fielders down here in front of the scorer's box. Easy 4 to get him off the mark. Salonen can continue. Zeb just plays that one out to O'Brien. Short extra cover, no run. I was just about to say Salonen needs to keep the ball pitched up, which he then obliges. Full toss. Zeb doesn't manage to get away, just hits it back to short mid-on. And that's the end of the over. 6 runs for the loss of 1 wicket after 2. So interesting over by over analysis there on your screens from the graphics. Empire got off to a quick, rapid start. First 4 overs, certainly, and that puts the Greater Helsinki batters just behind the pace at the moment. Still, long way to go. Only 149 the target, so no issue here yet as the run rate required getting out of hand. It'll be shared to take his second over from the residential end to Rehman. Rehman calling through for the quick single. What's going on? Oh my word. Just about to say, not quite sure what communication was taking place out there because it was quite clearly an overthrow. Not sure whether the batter Farooq Zeb was not following the play. I think he'd just given up on there being a second and Rehman called him through. And sure enough, then the throw coming in from the Empire fielder was sufficiently accurate and fast enough to leave Zeb short of his ground. Really, really waste of a wicket there for Greater Helsinki. Farooq Zeb, one of their danger men. Run out needlessly. So it'll be 34. Zeb that's the run-out batsman, not Rahman, which you saw in the graphics. I'll change that one shortly for you. Rahman it was that called through for the second run, which brought Zeb to him unexpectedly down to the danger end, and he didn't make his ground. .34 Shehzad is the fourth batsman in. With the score on 7, so just a single off that. Run out going for the second. Share to continue. Rahman just dabs that one down straight to Dandapani at gully, probably you'd say that is, position from here. And there's no run. Share to continue. Rahman times that one well enough, but straight to Salonen, who is at that point, about halfway inside the inner circle. No question about the fact that there wasn't going to be a run there as it hit it straight at him. So another dot. This umpire Samantha waiting for the scoreboard update, because I mentioned the last ball of the over, they had the wrong batter then run out, so it takes just a few seconds to get that adjusted and corrected before the over will continue. And Share it is. Rahman, who manages just to get enough on that above the head of Tumble at mid-on, and gets enough of it that it goes all the way to the boundary for 4. Not perhaps the classiest of shots, a bit of a cross bat, but managed to get enough on it, sure enough, to clear the fielder. And as I said earlier, the outfield dries up a little bit here. Not had as much wind as expected, so it's probably still a little bit damp, but Rahman just... Was that a glove or was that a pad? Yeah, pad, so one leg by. Moves the score along to 12 and brings Shehzad Shabir on to strike for what will be his first ball of the morning. Still morning, 11:57. And he just plays that one straight to O'Brien, who's at short extra. And there's no run. So at the end of the third, 12 for 2 is the score. And given the paucity of runs scored so far, so just going at 4 and over, so that means that the run rate required has just crept above 8 for the first time this morning for the Greater Helsinki batters. And I suspect, yep, it will be Salonen to continue. Bowled a good first over, apart from the one short ball to Farooq Zeb, which he dispatched for 4. Salonen beats the bat there as Rahman replays the shot that he thinks he should have played, rather than the one that he did. Straight through to the keeper. Salonen with 16 wickets from his 16 matches thus far this season, the economy of just below 6. And just manages to get enough bat on that one. Does Rehman to clear the circle fielder, but I think it's Scher that's out there on the mid-wicket boundary. Shoots the ball back in and there's only a single. This brings Shehzad Shabir onto strike. Yet to get off the mark. Just guides that one. Back at a square, Scher that comes round to sweep. Doesn't manage to cut off the second. They come through well for a second run. .12 off the first 3 balls of the fourth. 15 is the score. Currently. Shehzad Shabir back on strike, 2 from 2 so far from him. Just hits that one straight back towards the bowler at fielded short mid-wicket, just coming round through mid-on, no run. Salonen to continue, 5th ball of the fourth. Just guided through the slip gully region, but there's a man at 2/3 of the way to the boundary on third man, so just a single, brings Rehman back on the strike. For the last ball of the fourth over, Salonen to Rehman. He's in, and Rehman just plays that one straight to Kumar at backward point, and there's no run, which means at the end of the fourth the score is on 16 for 2. So at the end of the fourth over, Empire were 41 without loss. So certainly behind the rate at the moment are the Greater Helsinki batters, but as we saw in the second half of the innings, managed to pull the scoring rate back down to below 7 at one stage. So it's interesting developments here. See the remaining 2 overs of the power play. Will it be? Yeah, Scher will continue. For his 3rd over, the pressure being put on here now if the Empire bowlers can manage to keep this scoring down off the last 2 of the power play. Put the pressure on the middle overs. Scher continues, but there's no run. Straight to Dandapani at probably you'd say a gully position. Or it would be gully if Scher was quicker. It's as it is, just saving the one. Scher to continue. Fuller floated ball, wrong line. Just on the leg stump, the fielder has to come round and gather that. Something of a mess of a throw. But in any case, they were going to come round for 2, so the throw ended up not being relevant, but perhaps they'll Greater Helsinki batters will take a note of that. Could have even taken a 3rd there if they were sharper between the wickets, but anyway, as it is, Scher needs to get his line back on. And he just drags that one shorter, which then Shabir obliges by paddling nowhere really, just up in the air to Raz Mohammed, I think it was, at regular mid-wicket. Didn't manage to get anything on it, so that's the fall of the third wicket, with the score on 18. So Greater Helsinki in need of a partnership here. 15 it is, Gulfam, who joins Rehman at the wicket. Shall be a 5 from 7. Not managing to get Sher away there in the 4th over. So Gulfam, 96 runs from 14 matches so far this season, a strike rate of 96 as well. So they need a partnership here. Three wickets down and pressure on in the 5th. Sher will continue with his 3rd over. No changes to the field, still a 3rd man out on the boundary and backward square leg. Sher's in for the 4th ball. And goes past the bat with his usual stock delivery of outswinger. Gulfam doesn't manage to get anything on that one, and it's another dot. It's 18 for 3 off 4.4 overs. Falling further behind the rate here as the run rate required just creeps above 8.5. Leaves that one. Straight through to the keeper. Greater Helsinki batters need a period of consolidation here. I think his wickets have gone down quickly the last few overs. Need to put a partnership together here. Maybe just low risk cricket for a short while, just to get things settled down. While Sher will be looking to nab another one. It's full and straight, just squeezed out. 2 short mid-wicket, no run. That brings us to the end of the 5th with the score on 18 for 3. 45 without loss was the equivalent score from Empire at this stage after 5 overs. So just falling behind. Currently, it's Greater Helsinki. The loss of those 3 wickets then the main contributor to that. And looks like we'll see the first bowling change for Empire this morning. Number 3, Mahis Tambe, his right arm medium, to bowl the 6th and final over of the power play from the Water Tower end. And he'll bowl it to Rehman, who's not faced for a while, having seen the 5th over. From the non-striker's end. Again, Tambe to Rehman, 2 national team players against each other. As Rehman goes for a wild swipe, and he manages to get enough bat on it, and it flies away. 3rd man fielder was out deep, but was wider, didn't manage to cut it off, so there's a 4 off the first ball of the 6th. Wouldn't say it looked particularly good, but the end result was what Greater Helsinki need. Rehman moves along to 12 from 15. Tumble then with a fuller delivery. Rehman, I thought initially he was going to go straight back to the bowler, but it didn't. Squeezed out past the right hand of the advancing bowler Tumble, and then managed to come through for a single, as there was no mid-on. Long on is out, and the mid-wicket fielder was a little bit slow coming around trying to cut that off. Did manage to do so. He's now moved to backward square leg, just on the ring, as Gulfam opens his shoulders and hits that one over the inner circle straight to the fielder. One bounce at long on, and they come through for another single. Tumble to continue. Rehman trying to hit that through cover, doesn't manage to get anything on it, straight through the keeper, Scamans. No run. So 4 single dot. That's far off the four balls of the 6th and final over of the power play from Tumble, as it comes in again to Rehman, who has a repeat of the first shot of the over, which sees the same repeat result, which is runs away through vacant third man for 4 off the top edge. Tumble to continue. Last ball of the power play. Rehman just dabs that one down, and Dandapani takes it cleanly. That's the end of the 6th. Power play closes at 28 for 3, so they managed to get 10 runs off that one. So power play equivalents 55 without loss at the end of 6 Empire were, and 28 for 3 at the end of the power play for Greater Helsinki. So no question who takes the honours for the power play. Let's see the next interesting phase of the innings, how this develops. So the 7th over, first over after the power play, will be taken by number 8, Raz Mohammed. Again, another national team seamer, and he'll be bowling to Gulfam Nazir for the first time. I was going to say this morning, we know this afternoon, 12 minutes past 12 finish time, as hit nicely between the two fielders just on the ring on the offside, between O'Brien and Salon, I think, is there, and it's Dandapani that comes round as the sweeper just to keep that to 1. Nicely played along the ground there by Gulfam. Brings Rehman on to strike. Waiting was the call. O'Brien looked as though he was going to field it, managed to slip through his fingers and ended up just following through and kicking the ball to give it sufficient time for the Greater Helsinki batters to come through for 1. So Gulfam it is that will face again Raz Mohammed. Similar shot to the first ball of the over. Looks like a similar result as Dandapani comes round. No, they're going to come for the second, and they'll make it. Yep, good running. A 2 rather than 1 this time. He managed to pierce the 2 offside fielders on the inner circle, as he did with the first ball of the over. Dandapani not quite making it quickly enough round to stop the second run this time. As Mohammed continues, and Gulfam then hits that one straight past the bowler, past mid-off, and it's Sher that will field that one. At long off, just for the single. Rahman just plays that one out to backward to the left hand of O'Brien. This time Salonen comes around, cuts that one off. Is there a fielder there? Yep, manages to block that one. Collins it was, I think. Yep. So the end of the 7th. At 34 for 3 for 6 off that one, which was the first over for Raz Mohammed this morning. And it will be Tumble to continue from the water tower end, the 8th over. Rahman facing. He just guides that one through the vacant slip area. And there's a fielder, third man on the boundary, just the single. Rahman currently 20 from 22 balls, and his partner Gulfam Nazir 5 from 8. Runner required just creeping up towards 9, 114 off 12.5 overs as Tumbe continues. Full toss, and that's, I was just about to say dispatch, but the fielder out there misread the bounce and overran the ball, so it did go for a 4. Should have been kept to a single, honestly speaking, but Sher it is that's out there, misread the spin off the bounce. Overran it, and 4 was the result. Into the long grass then, just under the rain covers out there at deep mid-wicket. Bit of a gimme there. This time puts one in short, and that's gone straight up. Keeper's put his name on that one, and the keeper Scamans then does manage to take it. Thought he was going to be just found short there for a second, but he manages to make his ground. Takes the catch. So Nazir departs with the score on 39, so 39 for 4. So a mini partnership there, really, not the partnership that they really needed. Greater Helsinki, but that was the number 10, that's Adnan Ahmad, one of the fringe players from the Finnish Bears national squad at the moment, not quite pushing into the top 4 of 15 players within the squad, but he's been around the squad for a couple of seasons. Young man. Can hit a decent ball himself as well. And, pressure's on him now, however, 4 wickets down. Greater Helsinki still does have a few batters in the shed, so certainly not game over at this moment in time, but Ahmad's going to have to stick around with his senior partner, Rahman, and put a partnership together here for Greater Helsinki to get somewhere closer to the score and keep up with the run rate over the next 5 or 6 overs or so, which they're going to need to do if they're going to push that 149 target that they're chasing. It's Ahmad to face Tumbe. The fourth ball of the eighth over, beg your pardon. Squirts that one out. Offside, no run. Bit of cloud cover over here at the moment, but doesn't look as though... No, I won't say anything about the weather. There's a bit of blue I can see in the background. Let's hope that's coming this way. Tumbe to continue. Ahmad hits that one straight at the cover fielder. 26, and Raj Singh Padal, who will be unhappy with not taking that one. It was hit with some power, but at the same time was hit straight at him. Oh, and there's another edge. Scamans flying to his right, doesn't manage to keep hold of it. Had it for a second, and then just as he landed, dropped out of the glove. So 2 chances there have gone begging. 41 for 4 is the score at the end of the 8th. Could have well have been 41 for 6, really. Let's see whether this is a movement, or a moment even, that changes the direction of this game. For Greater Helsinki, 2 lives there in the space of 2 balls. Both of which, whilst they were not the easiest of chances, both of which I would say the 2 guys that put them down would have backed themselves to take probably 8-9 times out of 10. Something for the national team coach to be looking at, for them to be working on in the next week or so before leaving for Guernsey in the World Cup qualifiers, as that one's played out to the deep mid-wicket boundary fielder just for 1 run by Rehman, that was, who moves along to 22 from 24, just shy of a run a ball. The run rate required just creeping above 9, as it's Raz Mohammed it is to continue his 2nd over. Hit by Ahmed straight. Full toss straight out to long off. Share it is that just sweeps and keeps that to 1. Greater Helsinki batters run rate currently just above 5. So falling behind slightly here. Rehman just plays that one back straight to the bowler, full and straight. Great cloud cover, hopefully just departing to our left. Looks like that'll be the case, as Raz Mohammed continues to Rehman. Ooh, opens face and just squirts that one out off the outside edge past the point fielder Salonen, and then Depani it is that comes round as the sweeper, keeps that to 2. Moves the score along to 45. 2 singles, a dot and a 2 off this over so far from Mohammed. His national squad colleague Rehman, 24 from 26. Needs to really set the anchor roll here. Bat all the way through if they're going to make this target of 149, you have to say. Nothing shot really there. Just gets a bottom edge through to the keeper. No run. Fuller ball there from Raz Mohammed, and they'll come back for the 2nd. Got a bit of feeling out there at mid-wicket. I think it's Avashish Kumar, but didn't manage to cut off the 2nd. Always going to be a 2nd there. That's the end of the 9th. 47 for 4. Empire 76 for 1 at the same stage of their innings. So a couple of overs managing just to accelerate slightly here for the Greater Helsinki batters, but still the run rate required is above 9.27 off the last 11 overs. But certainly not out of the races. 102 from 11. Definitely doable if they can put a partnership together here. And looks like it'll be, I was going to say, is there a change of bowling? But no, tumble it is to continue from the water tower end. Rehman advances down the wicket, squirts that one out off the outside edge. In between the, should I say, over the backward point fielder. It just comes down between the two of the fielders there. That, sweeper out at backward point. So an easy 2 at the end of the day. Ahmad, it is Salonen diving stop. There's no run there. Tumble thus far 1 wicket for 19 runs off 2.2 overs this morning. And Ahmad again, similar to the first shot, squirts off the outside edge. And it's third man sweeper this time that comes round to gather that one. It's Raz Mohammed, I think it is, down there. Just keeps that to 2. .50 up for the Greater Helsinki batters. Tumble this time. Just off the outside edge of Ahmad's bat, straight down to the third man fielder for a single. Scamans signalling to the 12th man for a lid, so it gets spin in the next over by the looks of it. As tumble is to continue in the 10th. Dead ball. Rehman just adjusting his pads. A little bit last minute, I have to say, but anyway, better late than never. Tumble is to continue to him. And well, a nothing shot really. Rehman just guides that one into the gloves of the keeper. Commentator's curse, perhaps. As I said, he needs to set himself as the ankle roll for this innings, and he departs with the score on 52. So 52 for 5 as Rehman leaves. He'll be disappointed with that. Got himself set, really needed to go on. Scamans takes what was an easy catch. And 54 it is. Fahim Nalancheri, the Greater Helsinki wicketkeeper. National team middle lower order and second wicketkeeper. So Fahim will need to put a partnership together here, needless to say, with Adnan Ahmad, if Greater Helsinki is going to get near this target of 149 here today in the Finnish Premier League final. So we get a little bit of sunshine just trying to creep through. Yes, please. 16, 17 degrees here at Kerava this afternoon. Clear enough. Certainly nicer weather than had been forecasted, so happy for that. No issues about getting a game in today. So there's the last ball of the 10th. We'll see Tumbe bowling to Finnish Bears colleague Fahim Nalancheri, who's yet to face. Pressure on, just shy of 100 needed, and not very good ball to start with. Nalancheri just swats that one down through the vacant fine leg area for 4. So a welcome boundary for him. And Greater Helsinki will take that to 56 for 5 off the first half. .56 for 5 is against 80 for 1, which was Empire's figure at the end of the 10th. commentator's box on screen. Look at that. What a beautiful piece of architecture. Anyway, the building, not the commentator, I have to say. Thank you, cameraman. So, the 11th over, the introduction of spin. And it'll be Hariharan Dandapani that will be bowling from the residential end. Halfway stage, 56 for the loss of 5 wickets, 93 from the remaining 10, which, even for my mathematical prowess, means 9.3 and over. Run rate required for Greater Helsinki. Field changes being set left, right and centre. We've got long off, long on, cow corner on the boundary. We've got a deep mid-wicket on the boundary, and we have, I can just about pick out the sweeper at covers. As Dandapani will bowl to Adnan Ahmad. That's a wide to start with. Not what a skipper would be looking for. Keep the pressure on here. Just dab that one back to short mid. Harry fields off his own bowling and there's no run. As another Finnair airliner goes above us, so I can just about hear myself. And the fielder is standing right in front of me, so I couldn't see where that one went, but it's gone all the way, and up in the air, out to deep mid-wicket. And Avashish Kumar, I think it is, out there, who did all the work to get underneath it, and then managed to put it down. So put it down out at deep mid, and they took 3 off that one. As Dandapani continues to Ahmad. Squirts that one out past the keeper, and they'll come through for the single. Nilan Cherry, 2 minds as to what he was going to do with that one, ended up doing nothing. So for the last ball of the 11th, Dandapani to Nilan Cherry. And again, it's aerial. He's going to get fielder underneath it. No, it'll come down just between the 2 of them. Didn't really get hold of it. Got away with it. Just the 1. It'll be 63 for the loss of 5 at the end of the 11th. Dandapani going for 7 off his first. Let's see what the next bowling change will be. Hasnat Tanvir with his leggies, number 22, I think it looks like. Yep, from the water tower end. As the sun comes out for us here. So 63 for 5 means 86 off the last 9 at a run rate required just above 9.5. was going to say 10 and over, almost. So Nelincherry and Ahmad here, the two batters in. Need a partnership here at Greater Helsinki. As Nelincherry pulls that one away at bottom edge. Comes out to mid-wicket, and the sweeper doesn't manage to stop the second. They'll take 2 off the first one. Didn't make clean contact with it, but enough contact. There's Hasnat gives that a bit more air. There's no run. Scamans comes round just to sweep up. We've got a long on and deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg for a leg spinner. Interesting field. Long off and sweeper cover. That's a bit short. And Cherry misses that one. Tries to pull it away but doesn't make contact. Gets away with that one, the bowler. And gets away with another one as well. It'll just be a single. Buys. Yep, nothing on it. I suspected so. Brings Ahmed back on the strike. Better flighted ball there from Hasnat. They'll come for one. They'll come for a second. No, they will. Fielder out there, 59, I think it is. Nathan Collins. Don't normally see him out at backward point on the boundary, but anyway, he's today. As not continues, that's better flighted again. It's that one. 1-2 bounces out to long on, just for the single. At the end of the 12th, 69 for 5. As Hasnat goes for 5. And the bye of his first over. So 12 overs gone. It's flat 10 and over, 80 off the last 8 required for Greater Helsinki. Not out of it yet, that's for sure. If these two can put a partnership together here, put the pressure back onto the bowlers. And Harry Dandapani it is to continue, taking his second over. And Adnan Ahmad it is who will be facing. Bit of a crowd here in the terraces this morning, which is good to see. This afternoon, sorry, beg your pardon. Another Finnair jet goes above us as Dandapani continues, or doesn't. Dead ball. Drops that one short. Adnan doesn't get hold of it, but at the same time doesn't get hold of it well enough to hit it down the throat of the fielder out there. 26, Padal. Didn't read the bounce. Gave away the second run. Straight out to Padal again. Cow corner just for the single. It's Nelincherry this time, hits it out in the same area. 3 balls that have gone straight to Padal out at cow corner. 2-1-1 is the result. And Dandapani just struggling with his length here. Fuller one. It's set out and it's Share that comes round from long off. Sweeping. Doesn't manage to cut off the second. That's 2 runs. Scrady Helsinki looking at accumulation here, which is what they need to do. Field is spread. Lots of gaps. Doesn't find one, however, this time. Salonen it is. Bit of a misfield, but covered by his colleague Hasnat. No run. Batter Adnan doesn't do anything with that final delivery of the 13th. 75 for 5 at the end of the 13th. That's 6 off. That over. That's keeping their run rate just below 6. 75 for 5 after 13. 90 for 3 Empire were. It was that stage when the Greater Helsinki bowlers were pulling it back in the Empire innings. So only 15 is the difference at this stage of the innings. 13 overs gone. They're just creeping up to that run rate of Empire in the first innings. So it shall be Hasnat to continue with his second over leg spin. Nelincherry facing. As Nelincherry goes down on one knee and 2 bounces to Tumble, I think it is, out there at long on, just for the single. Continues to Ahmed, who, oh, there's a wild swing at that one. Keeper's underneath it, and sure enough, gobbles that one. A nothing shot, really. Not what was required. So Adnan departs with the score on 76. 76 for the fall of the 6th wicket. 17 from 18 runs, would have needed to go on from there. Doesn't manage to do so, and it's 47, which is Fahad Mahmood, I think. This next batter in. Six wickets down, starting to look like a problem. I've got a couple of batters still in the tail of this Greater Helsinki side, but can't afford to be losing more wickets now. Mahmood's 12 matches, 67 runs at a strike rate of 126 so far this season. So, capable, you'll probably say, but not a heavy run scorer. Let's see whether he can put an innings together here with his keeper, Fahim Nelincherry, at the other end. There's no run. Nelincherry hits that one straight down the throat of long off. I have to say that, sorry, beg your pardon, Mahmood. My bad. Mahmood hit it straight down the throat of long off. The fourth ball of the 14th. Certainly not what the doctor ordered. So 76 for 7, no change to the score. And 17, Parveen Kumar it is that'll join his national team colleague Fahim Nelancherry at the wicket. Whether we call this last chance saloon. So Hasnat to continue. Ooh, interesting. Fahim not interested in a single. Parveen halfway down before he turned back. Managed to make his ground just about in the end. Need two cool heads here if they're going to make anything of chasing this 73 runs required off the last 6 after this over. Flighted. Parveen Kumar then plays that one just to deep gully on the ring. There was always a single there. Not quite sure what he was hesitant about. But, end of the over. 77 for 7 at the end of the 14th. So as I'd said at the end of the 13th, looks as though they were just closing the gap and losing 2 wickets in the 14th. Empire 97 for 4 at the equivalent stage, so 20 runs behind, but that critical 3 more wickets lost. Harry will be to continue for the 15th over, and having taken a single off the last, it'll be Parveen Kumar that will face him. That's a wide down the leg side. Parveen Kumar slaps that one, but it's straight to Salonen, I think it is at point. Yep, it was Nick Salonen, just the one bounce, straight back into the hands of the bowler. No run. More flight on that one there from Dandapani, but Parveen just plays that one out along the ground to through the vacant mid-off area. Share it is, it's at long off. Just the one. Nelancherry to face. Plays that one out to a similar area as the previous ball, and he'll come back for the second. Share it is that makes the return to the bowler. Dandapani doesn't take it cleanly. Bit of a difficult one on the bounce. And he'll complete the second run. And Nelancherry then doesn't manage to keep that one down, straight up in the air. Oh, O'Brien manages to drop it. Did the work to get underneath it and then through his hands. Well, a chance for Nelancherry. Can he make the most of it? Should have been a real simple catch. Didn't get hold of that at all, just straight up in the air. Scoreboard pressure here quite clearly impacting on the batters' shot selections at the moment, scraping up now to 12.5. It's Parveen Kumar will face the next delivery. Hari just gives them more flight, manages to flat bat that one through. Covers, and they're going to try a second if the throw's anything near. Ooh, wasn't good enough a throw. If the throw had been anywhere near, there was definitely going to be a run-out chance on there, but Kumar manages to make his ground, so they come back for the second. Slap straight to Salonen at point. Another one down. Looking like the end is near for Greater Helsinki here. Not managing to put that critical partnership together. 84 for the loss of 8. So number 44, skipper Navid, in at 10 from Greater Helsinki. So, Naveed Shahid it is to join Fahim Nelincheri at the wicket. And the 15th. Still with quite a few runs to chase, and the required run rate is a 13. Nelincheri gets hold of that one. Has he got enough on it? He certainly has. That one's gone over the sight screens. Sorry, rain covers even, not sight screens. 6. So, first ball of the 16th, Hasnat is deposited into the long grass by Nelincheri, who moves to 21 from 13. He was given that one life in the previous over, so let's see whether he can make the most of it. Tries for a repeat, but doesn't contact this time. Through to the keeper, misses the stumps. Zing Bale's just blinking as keeper Scamans put them back on. 59 of 4.4 is their need. There's Nelincheri, it's another one aerial. There's a man out there, and there's another drop. My word. Trying to keep the Greater Helsinki batters out there by the looks of it. Avashesh Kumar it is out there. Another one put down, sloppy. Umpire fielding has been sloppy, I have to say. They've not been made to pay so far. I think that they will be made to pay if they keep doing it. Even with 8 down, these two can still bat. Naveed Shahid is at face. And commentator's curse on him there. He just slaps that one straight to Hari Dandapani at deep gully. And that's the 9th wicket down with the score on 91. So, last chance saloon here for Greater Helsinki. Rizwan Ali, number 11 bat. We've seen him at a few sixes in some of the Finnish Bears intra-squad matches. He's going to need to hit a few more if they're going to get anywhere near this total here today. 15th over comparisons, 105 for 4 Empire were, and Greater Helsinki 84 for 8, which is now converted to 91 for 9. Hasn't number 22 it is to continue with his leg spin from the order tower end. That's a wide. 92 for 9. Just turning away from the right-handed batter. Regular leg break, a little bit too much on it. Started off too wide and went wider. And even wider this time. Second wide. .56 the requirement of 4.2. That's a better ball, more flight on that one. Just past the outside edge of the number 11 batter. Not sure what to do with that. And as a result, just missed it. It's flicked out to as Mohammed, I think it is, out there, sweeping on the deep mid-wicket boundary, just a single. .93 for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of the 16th. Hasn't picking up now figures of 3 for 16 off his 3 overs thus far. So the last partnership between Nelancherry and Rizwan Ali, 56 off the last 4 at 14 and over, so it's a big ask for the last pair at the wicket. And by the looks of it, yeah, it's going to be 24. Amjad Sher is going to come back for his last over. Try and finish this off in the 17th. That's the plan. Let's see whether that happens. Well, can Greater Helsinki manage to put a last wicket partnership here to see out these last 4 overs and get somewhere near the 149 needed for the win. Sher just gone for 8 runs for 2 wickets off his first 3 overs. So 4 overs to go, 56 is the required number of runs. Cloud cover comes over again. We lost that blue sky and sunshine. Sher to continue. Nelancherry just plays that one out for a single. Showing faith in his number 11 at the other end. Another airliner goes above us on its way into Helsinki Airport. So 55 off 3.5 is the required number. 14.35 runs and over. Can this last partnership do it for Greater Helsinki? Full toss. With the 2 set fielders out there on the boundary, that was always going to come down. Just around the inner circle. No issues there other than a single. Long off and deep cow corner on the boundary. Sher continues. Nelancherry. There's a wild swipe at that one, but it's swayed down the leg side. That's a wide. Umpire Samantha gives a signal to the scoreboard. So Nelancherry still facing Sher. Wide the other side of the wicket this time. Too much of a correction. Nelancherry having a wild swing at that one, hoping to get something on it. And flown anyway. He knows they need boundaries. And the umpire fielders know it as well. And Sher was going to put this one Straighter, tough. Edges it. And it does run away. No, I was going to say I thought the fielder was going to stop that one. But it was Hasnat, didn't manage to cut it off. Creeps away over the boundary for 4, and that brings up the 100 for Greater Helsinki. So Nelancherry, the last 3 balls of this 17th. What can he do? There's another one aerial. There's a fielder coming around. O'Brien doesn't manage to get to it. Just one bounce. And it's a single. Takes Nelancherry on to 28 from 18. Rizwan Ali just the one from the 3 balls faced. 2 balls left in the 17th. They do something with it still. Swing and a miss. Misses the stumps, misses the bat, misses everything straight through to the keeper. Dot ball. Score remains on 102. Not sure what else Nelancherry is saying to him, other than boundary or stay there, I would have thought. Either or, need to get Nelancherry back on the strike for this as much as possible of the last 3 overs. If Rizwan can see this one out. Play a miss. So that's the end of the over. 102 for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of the 17th. So only 14 runs behind where Empire were at this same stage. 116 for 5 against 102 for 9. So basically, big 3. Last 3 overs, Empire's getting 18 off the 20th in their innings. Critical runs. They were indeed. Tumble it was that scored most of them, and he's going to come on for his 4th over, the 18th. 2 for 26 his figures currently. Greater Helsinki run rate exactly at 6, 102 off 17. However, it's the wickets column that's the problem for them. They've only got 1 left. So it's a pretty straightforward equation. 47 off the last 3. Just over 15.5 and over is what's required from this last pair to chase down 149. Can they do it? Field being adjusted again. What have we got here? We've got a wide long off out, a wide long straight is long on, I'd say, and then cow corner just in front of the rain covers, and 3rd man just being put back on the rope. So Nelancherry to face. He's going to have to face most of these balls, you got to say, if he's going to do anything here. Hits that one well enough. Fielder's coming around when he cut it off. Manages to do so. Stops the boundary at least, and then they come back for 2. The long off was quite wide. But managed to cut it off. 2 from the first. Nelancherry gets hold of that one. Well, and truly gets hold of it, and that's 6. .36 from 20 for Fahim. It's Padal that's out there in front of the rain covers. No chance on that one. And Nelancherry's pumped that one. Gone all the way. Again, another 6. Here we go. 266. 116. The score, 33 off 2.3. Run rate required coming down to 13. 42 from 21. Nelancherry, as I said earlier, gave him a couple of chances. And he does hit a long ball. National team colleagues know that. Tamba's going to have to try and mix it up here. Doesn't want to put it in the slot again. That'll be the same result if he does. Let's see what he comes up with. It's a better length. Just managed to squeeze that one out. They're going to come back for a second. They are. Take on the arm. And there's a direct hit. And he's in. Umpire Trinity watching that one. Palms to the grass. The batsman made his crease. Made the crease. That's 2 runs. 2-6-6-2. Yeah, still not over yet. 16 from the first 4 balls. Tumble continues a fuller ball. Inside edge. Sloppy fielding again. Mid-wicket, straight through him. And that means that it was Raz Mohammed it was that was there. Gives Fahim a chance to come back for the second, which he does. Should have only been the 1. Just critical things here, which giving Greater Helsinki the chance to stay in this game. Tumble is to finish out the over. Bit of bounce off that one. Rizwan Ali awake to the situation. Comes through for the single, so Nilan Cherry keeps the strike. It's 121 for 9 at the end of the 18th. So Empire were 122 for 7. So there's 1 over that's brought the scores almost even on the worm. 121 is against 122. So now the question is, basically, can Nilan Cherry score the runs, or can Empire get him out? Two overs, 12 balls. .28 required. 14 off each of the overs. Tumble took 18 off the 20th over when he was batting, and that last over went for 19. So everything possible. Raz Mohammed it is to bowl his 3rd. 19th over, 2 overs he's bowled so far, gone for 12. Nilan Cherry just checking the field. And he slapped that one. Share it is, this fielding. And it doesn't manage to stop the second. Not a clean take behind the stumps by Raz Mohammed. Throw could have come in a bit sharper as well. Nilan Cherry goes on to 49 from 25. 26 off 11 is the requirement. So we've got long off, long on. Cold corner and 3rd man out and sweeper. Yeah, turns down the single and just squirts that one out. Mohammed's going to try and bowl Yorkers at him. I think whether he can do it, which Nilan Cherry knows that's what Raz Mohammed normally does at the back end of the innings. So which one is going to outfox the other? 123 for 9, 26 off 10 is the requirement. That's well hit. Is it well hit enough? It is well hit enough for 4. Pierces the 2 fielders. Long gone. Reduces the requirement to 22, and that's a 50 for Nilan Cherry. Giving him a couple of chances, and he's making the most of it so far. 53 from 27. As Mohammed it is to continue in this 19th over, critical 19th. And there's a wild edge. And it's not taken. Is the fielder going to manage to stop it? No, he's going to drag it in, but they've come back for the second. Just thought for a minute then it was going to squirt through his hands, but didn't manage to get a hand on it. They'll come back for 2. 2.42 off the 19th. 4 balls off the 19th. That's 20 runs exactly off the remaining 8 balls of this innings. We're going to have a finish. Yep, as Mohammed is to continue. Nelancherry gets hold of that one, well and truly gets hold of that one. 6 over long off. Mohammed then missing his Yorker. Ended up being right in the slot, and he's pumped for 6 over long off. 135 for 9. That's 14 off 7. Nelancherry goes to 61 from 29. So 1 ball remaining in the 19th. What's Nelancherry going to do? Is he going to try and take the single? Or is he going to try and hit it? He's going to try and hit it. And has he got enough of it? He has. It's another 6. It's another 6 to close out the 19th over. Raz Mohammed missing his Yorker. That's 141 for 9. Which means Greater Helsinki all of a sudden have jumped ahead of what they probably were at the end of the 19th. 130 for 7, as everyone's 41 for 9, so it's all on the last. And who will it be that'll bowl it? Salonen, I think it is. So we've got Rizwan Ali on strike as Fahim Nelancherry takes the 6 off the last ball of the 19th. Declined, or decided against trying for a single. So Salonen it is that's going to bowl the last over. The requirement now is reduced to just 8 off the last 6 balls. And it's Rizwan Ali who is 1 off 5 to face the first delivery of the last over. What can he do with it? Swing and a miss. Full and straight, not quite straight enough to take the stumps, which is what Salonen needs to do if he's going to win this for Empire. If not, Greater Helsinki will see at home, I think. It's 8 off 5. There's one alley, either get off the strike or can Salonen clean him up. Those are the 2 options. He's found a full again. Ali misses it. It's 2 dots. 8 from 4. We see a nail biter, which we didn't think we were going to get a couple of overs ago. A couple of drop catches, and Empire have given the Greater Helsinki boys a chance. Are they going to take it, or can Salonen do the job? That's the question. As he comes in, squirts that one out, manages to get a bottom edge on it. Not interested in taking a second, just to get him off the strike, which he manages to do. Moves the score to 142, so 7 off 3. That's the equation. Salonen, can he nail his Yorker? Or can Nelancherry get himself underneath it? Umpire. The umpire's going to tell him to take too much time otherwise. The wise heads of umpire trying to set the field here. Too much time going on here for my liking. Get on with it. So, 3 balls, 7 runs, 1 wicket. So, we have field set with a cover out, long off is wide, regular long on, and a cow corner just in front of the green covers. As Nilan Cherry is going to face Salonen. And he's bowled that one down the leg side, wide. Pressure on here. 6 from 3. I don't think that was what was the plan of that long discussion. What's he going to do? Aim for the stumps? I'll try and find the block hole. There's no run. 6 from 2. Nilan Cherry set in his mind he's going to try and do it in 1, I think, by the looks of it. 67 from 31. 2 balls remaining, 6 runs needed. Can Salonen put it in the area, or can Nilan Cherry get the ball away? It's the top edge. Where's that gone? Where's that gone? There's a man under it. Dandapani it is that takes the catch. Wow, what a game. What a game. He's not quite managed to get hold of it. And umpire get away with it. 143. And an excellent knock from Nilan Cherry, 67 from 31. I gave him a couple of chances and did everything he could to take them over the line, and he almost did. Well, an excellent effort from him. 67 off 32 at the back end of the innings when it looks like Greater Helsinki were well and truly out of the chase. Good catch by Dandapani at the end. Probably more difficult swirler than the previous 2 that the umpire fielders have managed to put down. So umpire managed just at the end of this exciting game of cricket to repeat the 2023 victory in the Finnish Premier League. Empire Lions won by 5 runs with 1 ball to spare. Certainly wasn't looking that way when what did we have the scores at the end of the 15th? 84 for 8, the end of the 16th, 93 for 9. Didn't look any way at all that Greater Helsinki were going to get anywhere near this total. Congratulations to Fahim Nilan Cherry, who basically almost took them over the line with an excellent knock. A couple of big 6s really then put the pressure back on to Empire, who just managed to take it home. So a close-fought game sees Empire, the champions 2024. We'll wrap up the broadcast of the match here, and come and join us again for the ceremony, the winners and runners-up ceremony at the end. Thank you for following us to the end, and please do join us again in approximately 10 minutes. Yeah, fortunately.
Every time Paris.
There's
It's more or less still there. Freaking the kids. He puts his teeth.
They're all shit, don't worry about it. Welcome everybody to the ceremony of the Finnish Premier League 2024 finals. As everybody's creeping in front of me in the camera, coming closer so they can hear me, this is for the everybody, the millions that are viewing from all around the world, to what was at the end of the day a spectacular final, thanks to Empire Butterfingers and thanks to Fahim with the middle of the bat. Well batted, Mr. Nelancheri. I think if any of you are interested in listening to the commentary afterwards, and I know you lost, so maybe leave it a couple of days, the wounds will heal. But I said, if you keep giving Fahim chances in the field, he's going to make the most of it. And then you hit that one over there, and then you hit another one over there, and great effort, mate. Well done. Before we go on to the medals and the trophy, and the chairman Panay is with us today, who'll be giving the trophy and saying a few words at the end. Just as always, before we go on to the players, then just a massive thank you to all of the 4 umpires here today, for not only for today but also for all the work that you've put in. If you'd like to come forward as a group, so we can actually get you on the picture as well, come to the right-hand side of the cameraman, please, gentlemen. We haven't got any medals for you, but we'll give you a free cup of tea afterwards. This way, this way, this way, as in picture. Well done. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Samantha, Serenity, Venkat, Tarindu. Hey, listen, everybody, and everybody watching as well. Without these 4 gentlemen, everything that happens out there doesn't happen as smoothly. So you've done a fantastic job all season, and a massive thank you to all of you. And obviously, our season continues for the other leagues, but this is obviously our primary event of the season. So thank you for a great job today as well. As Finnair goes over. So we'll give you your multi-million-dollar prizes at the end of the season, but thank you for today. Excellent job. Thank you, everybody. Normally what happens is Claire makes the coffee, and Claire's in Oslo with the women's national side at the moment. So thank you, Claire, for all the coffee that you've made up until today. It was my coffee today, so thanks, Andy, for the coffee. No biscuits left. No biscuits left whatsoever. And also then it would be amiss of me to not make a mention of the league organisation in the background. Mano and Dhruv. Is Dhruv still here? Again, if we ignore what happens on the field, then these 2 gentlemen have worked away in the background to make sure that our league is probably one of the best leagues in all of Europe. And that's not just how it looks on video and on stream to the world, but also people watch us and then think they want to come to Finland and play cricket because we have such a great organisation. So thank you, Mano and Dhruv. Wonderful job. Today also we had an excellent production team. We had new guys on cameras, both Geet, who is filming this as we speak, so thank you to him. You can't nod your head. And up in the tower, who now realises he doesn't have a problem with heights, Rahul, excellent job, mate. Well done. And I said we had 2 new cameramen. We had Bineet as well, so I don't know where Bineet is. Where's Bineet in his hat? There he is. And of course to Tuomas in the production room. Fantastic job again, Tuomas. Thank you very, very much. apparently I've got one person that has enjoyed the commentary as well, so thank you for that fantastic feedback. I shall continue with my commentary career and maybe one day... No, anyway. Moving on. Moving on. Mano, can you just give me a hand with the runner-up medals? Skipper of Greater Helsinki, Navid, I gave you a warning a couple of minutes ago, so I hope that your speech is ready. I'll give you the microphone, I'm sure you can say a few words, but if you'd like to come up first to collect your medal, and then the rest of your team will follow you if you want to come in here into the picture. Well done, guys. Unfortunately today, was a super effort. I was going to say, how does it feel?
I would say we are sad, of course. It's unfortunate. At this point, reaching to the final second time and losing it. I think, boys, we did well, I think, overall throughout the season. But this is a pressure game, I think. Probably we couldn't handle it one more time.
Little margins, eh? Small margins. Yes. I think I said on commentary when you were in the field as well, you know, you really did an excellent job. The opening batters of Empire then looked as though they took it away from you in the power play, and then over sort of 7 to 12 really squeezed. You could see the run rate was coming down and down and down, and I think obviously the 18 runs that Tumble got off the last over was going to be critical, because at that point it was looking like they were going to be struggling to make 140, and well, we saw how the end result was. But I think you're happy with the way that your bowlers then performed today?
Well, I think, yes, overall our bowling was really good. Of course, we couldn't get the wickets early on, but we came back really strong. In the beginning, we were also thinking the target could go even over 150, but we kept it under.
And drag it back.
So yep. we said, of course, it's a big game, and 148 is big total for. But I think we were confident that we could get it, and it was close.
Yeah. Anything you want to say about the batting performance? Obviously, there was some runs for Zia then at the start of the innings, but there's probably only one person that you want to mention from your innings there at the end.
Yes, I think since it was final, I think everyone took pressure in our bowling, in our batting side. We couldn't get that good start in the beginning, and we just kept giving wickets early on. I think we learned from our mistakes, and we will talk with each other and see what we can do with that, and of course we will come back stronger next time. I would of course appreciate Fahim's effort. He played really well. I think he probably snatched the almost game from umpires, I guess. At one point they were, I guess, already celebrating that they are winning it, but Fahim almost took it to the last moment. So I think great effort, great batting. I think amazing. That's all.
Thank you, Navid. Absolutely, couldn't have said it any better. I think when the catches started to go down, and you could see then some of the heads in the field of Empire, you know, I thought it was always going to be on, and as we saw, it was only a couple of hits away, or even one hit away at the end. It's about to rain, so I think we'll make a move on. Mano, do you want to come and give Navid his medal, and then other guys from Greater Helsinki, you want to come up and collect yours? Go on, you can. You want to squeeze in here? Yeah. Take your hat off first. If anybody's going to leave his hat on. I don't know, however many you ordered. Well, 1, 2, 3. No, we've got 3 more. You're good. I've not been in the office, so it was down to Mano's maths. But you're all going to get one. Hey! Well done. One more. Yep, you're going to stay this side. Yeah, that's it. Just squeeze in. Squeeze that side. That's it. And I'll get the umpire guys on this side. Yeah, well done, fellas. Pictures? Yeah. You have to look at Tarun. And Tarun charges 150 a shot, so. Yeah. No, you're going to have to stand here and get wet if it rains, just like me. So, moving on. The Greater Helsinki guys, congratulations on your silver. And as your skipper said, it's all about learning. Cricket is a long process to learn, so you've come along from last year, next year. Thanks, guys. So, Empire, champions. Skipper, a couple of words. Well done.
Thank you.
Should I say well done in the end? Yeah. What would you like to say about that?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations, Greater Helsinki, and especially Fahim. What an innings! You give a guy like that even one chance, he's going to take it away from you, and that was special. And you can see by our celebration at the end that we think we were cruising, and we got complacent there, and shows someone like that quality makes you pay.
I think if we think about the final then last year, which was a larger margin of victory over the same team, I think it's as Navid, the skipper, then said, it's a learning process. I think Greater Helsinki have progressed again as a team than last year. What do you think of Empire as a team as against last year?
It's the same thing for us every year. Like this is our 6th year in the final, so every year we're looking to do small improvements. We're thinking about different aspects of the game, and this year for us it was more about the mental aspect in our approach during whether it's batting or bowling, and then just finding, cause it is a team of guys who are accustomed to bat in different positions, and he's trying to find a spot for everybody who has the quality to be in this team, because it is a quality team. We've got a lot of talent, but it is about just making sure everyone's pulling in that same direction.
Yeah. Just a point of note for both the national team guys from both teams. I was multitasking in the last few overs, and the national team coach Taku was watching from the Netherlands, and there's going to be a lot of catching practice coming up next week, guys. Just so you know. Chair, you want to come over and have a quick word with the skipper, or anything else you want to add?
Oh, I just wanted to quickly say, I think the two best teams of the tournament made it to the finals and gave everyone that watched it live at the ground and also online a real treat. Congratulations to Fahim and the way he played to keep the game going. Congratulations to Tambe in particular. That 18 runs in the last over, I think in the end was the difference. So well done him, and well done in general, all the bowling I thought was fantastic all the way through. So well done all. But two best teams and great final, and well done. Let's look forward to 2025 and a great competition again next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to give some of the medals out as well? Jonathan? Just gather behind them, we'll give you the trophy at the end.
Leading run scorer again?
No, I think
Ask Mano, he counted
Danny
them.
got it. Hey, well done, mate.
There's one for you, don't worry.
Cheers. Mate, great first season. Fantastic. Great last over. Oh, he's stuck there. Yeah. Well done, mate. Great pass.
Mano and Meyer ordered them, so I've got absolutely Amazon.
Hey, great bowling as ever. Great bowling.
This is runner-up. This is runner-up.
Did you give ours to them or what?
I don't know, there's 2 silver ones.
Well done, mate. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
Cheers,
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Mate,
That's lightning.
Easy, man. Get some wind.
Yeah, man.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yes.
Come on, buddy. Mate. Good fielding, man. Good energy in the field. Well bowled.
Oh no.
You're gonna run out. We got enough.
Yeah, we have. There's another 3 after this one.
You've got a lot of what is meant to fan boy. For another one.
No, expense spared. On, Paji.
I gotta get SAK in the camera.
Is that?
Yeah.
Great innings, man. Good time.
2 left. Oh, you're going to get the last one.
I've played few games.
Huh?
Yeah.
$500 each. Huh?
Taron's got that in the back.
Amount of money.
Well done, mate. Well played.
Silver ones. Silver ones. Yeah, I was going to say. So, we have... You want to bring this over? The trophy and the board at the same time. We'll get rid of the table. The only trouble is we
Exit stage right.
So, finally, from the chairman, the trophy to the winning skipper, the 2024 Finnish Premier League champions, Empire Cricket Club. As you were just talking, the lightning just went off in the background. Thank you, everybody. Join us again for the next broadcast, whenever that may be. There'll be more broadcasts this season, I can assure you. Thank you, everybody.